Hello. Sorry, I always put my mic. I have a Xbox headset that I record with. My microphone is always back. Like when I listen to like YouTube videos and music and stuff. One day I'm gonna break it. I can tell. My parents say I will. I probably will. But today, um, I'm gonna go over who could run for president in the GOP in 2024. My channel, I want to evolve into one of three things: like a political slash news channel, a gaming channel, or a channel where I just draw maps, which I do a lot. And I'm learning guitar, so I can bring you guys in that journey if you want. Today, though, I'm going to do another political video. A few days ago. I think it was actually yesterday or last night, so technically today, in a way. What the hell? Reversing with nope. Um, so technically it was yesterday in a way, but it also could have been today in a way. Like I said, who would run for the GOP in 2024? Here we go. Number 10, the lowest in the list, Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is a news host, and he himself said he wouldn't run for president. A lot of people say he would, though, and he said he's fine with it. A lot of people say he would, a lot of people say he wouldn't. In my opinion, he wouldn't really win, but I don't know. We'll have to wait then. Whoops. Oh my God. Number 9, Rand Paul. Rand Paul is a senator of Kentucky. I believe it's either Kentucky or Tennessee. I'm pretty sure it's Kentucky though. He is son of Ron Paul, which was a libertarian, but leaned Republican. He was also I believe Rand Paul is a doctor too. I know his dad is Ron Paul, but I don't know about Rand Paul himself. And I do know that a lot of people like him. Even like my father, I know likes him. Um, yeah, Rand Paul, I feel like could run, but in 2016, I feel like he would have had a way better chance of if he won the nomination. Of course, if he won the nomination, he would have done way better in 2016 if he won run in 2024. Because in 2016 he was more center left, or not center left, sorry, center right. So he had a lot of ideas, and the youth liked him a lot. Like mainly the youth GOP voted for him back then. And yep. Number 8, Larry Hogan. Larry Hogan is governor of Maryland. He is very centrist, just like Rand Paul. But Rand Paul, after like 2019, 2020, he sprung. Is sprung? Yeah, I don't know. I'm an idiot. So if someone's watching, correct me. But he it's either sprung or sprang. I'm an idiot. Probably sprung. Probably sprang. I don't know. Oh well. Um, he sprung forth into like just more right leaning. He went way more right. Um, and he supported Trump a lot more towards the end of his presidency, just like that. Um, 8, Larry Hogan. Let's get back to Larry Hogan. Larry Hogan, like I said, is governor of Maryland, centrist. He is a Republican. He I thought I had to sneeze. Sorry. He could probably unite some of the people on the left in a way. I feel like he could because of the way because he's not really as Republican as you'd think. He's kind of like a Vermont like Republican. All right, wait, hold the phone. Is it even recording? Yep, it's recording. Okay. Yep. So, like I was saying, Larry Hogan would probably be good at uniting, but I don't know if he'd really run. I did not do research if he wanted to run. I did research on almost everyone here but him about running, so I have no clue. I guess I should have researched him because I had prior knowledge to a lot of these people, including the last two. Oops. What is that? All right. 7, Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio. This is one of the people I did not research either. I know people do like him, but I don't know if he'd really run. So I put him low. I should have put him 10th, honestly, because I know a lot of people like him. I feel like he would run. He seems like a good candidate. If I would, I'd vote for him. Yeah. 6, Tim Scott. Now, Tim Scott is the one I probably have the most research on. I am a really big Tim Scott fan. Tim Scott is a senator in South Carolina. He is I think the first black senator in South Carolina. Um, if you're wondering why I know this, I did something on him in the Black History Month project in school. I also did research on him because he was in a game I played. Um, I think you might have seen him in the gameplay. I don't know if I played as him, but I have him as a candidate you can play. But like I was saying, I'm getting very sidetracked in this video, so it's gonna be 12 hours. But like I said, Tim Scott is would probably run. I know he said he. I know I gotta be honest with you. I don't know a lot about him running. I know he is a very strong person in the GOP. He could probably pull some like oh my god, African Americans. I don't know why I forgot their names for a second. He could probably even possibly pull some Latinos, like because some Latinos support him. Yeah. Probably South Carolina isn't really that influential of a state to like grab because South Carolina's already a very Republican state, but he can probably secure it with saying that he's from a big city in South Carolina. He can make sure no one gets South Carolina probably at that point because South Carolina has been showing to go a little bit blue, not a lot, but barely. But yeah, he could also probably support the agriculture and manufacturing areas in a lot of areas because he supports those too. He brought a lot of agriculture and manufacturing to South Carolina. So yeah, that could probably be good for him. The only bad side I can see is the tech, because he's not really that like much of a tech person. But yeah, that's really all. Ted Cruz. I don't know why, but I forgot to say this, but um, one picture, aka as you can see, Ted Cruz, is I don't know if it's just my eyeballs, but the picture looks like it's barely black and white. Yep, I had to sneeze. Okay, bless me. Um, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz could probably run. This one I do not know about. I do not know about like three of these guys like that. With that meaning they'd run. I know about them, but I don't know if they'd run. But I know Ted Cruz could probably run. He did okay in 2016. Of course, he did not win because he was not a president, nor did he ever run for a presidential candidate in his life. But I feel like he'd do okay, saying that a lot of Trump followers liked him towards the end. He really became a good Trump person, and he could probably saying that he's from Texas. He could probably really pull Texas in and keep it because Texas shown to lean a little bit more blue now. I don't know if it's going to stay like that or Joe Biden just really leaned Texas, but it was secured by the GOP still in 2020, of course. Let's go for Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is is also a South Carolina. I know I said senator. Um, is also from South Carolina. She was the governor and an ambassador, and I know she was part of Trump's cabinet. She did not support Trump at the end, but I feel like like a good amount of Trump supporters could probably still vote for her, saying that she did work for Trump, and she never said that she didn't like him. She just pulled away from him, like William Barr did not like she's not like William Barr or something. She still like was in Trump's cabinet. She never left. She was just like not like saying anything good or bad about him. Yeah, I feel like she could probably do good. Of course, South Carolina barely leaning red or barely like going a little bit blue, barely. but I feel like she could secure that state, but nothing special really there. She could possibly pull the women's movement to her side, saying that she supports it. She's very Republican, and that's really all. Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is probably like has a really good chance out of all these. I think he has like one of the best chances of running. That's why I put him so high. Ron DeSantis is a governor of Florida. He also was, I believe, a senator of Florida or representative, one of the two, before he became governor. He is a very supportive Trump ally. He supported Trump till the end. I don't know if he actually pulled away from Trump like in 2020, like during the Capitol riot, like a lot of people did or not. But I feel like he didn't. I just don't know. Or he pulled a Nikki Haley and just didn't say anything, didn't support him, nor did he hate him. But I know they had a good I know they had a good relationship together. Um, Ron DeSantis, I feel like would be really good in pulling Florida back to him, like keeping it like like a swing state. It would probably still be a swing state, but go way to him. He could probably win Florida by a long shot. He could probably really do good in urban areas too, like not suburbs, like plains, like the agriculture and farmland. He really did good in that as the governor race in Florida. So he could probably do that, and he could probably pull the Trump supporters to his side because he was a really good Trump ally to Mike Pence. Mike Pence, I don't think I think he'd have one of the lowest chances of winning in this list, but I put him so high just for the fact that I think he'd be most likely to run. To win, no. Run, yes. He'd be one of, not of the. Alongside with bless me again. Alongside, I feel like I'll recap this all at the end. My thoughts to Mike Pence, of course, as I already said, because I'm going crazy. Um, he of course was a governor of Indiana, and most of you know he was vice president under Donald Trump. After the insurrection, he really distanced himself from Trump. Even when they were still in office, he barely talked to Trump. Like Trump barely talked to him, and he barely talked to Trump. So, and not a lot of Trump people like him. This is the main. I'm going to go into why he wouldn't really win in a second. A lot of the GOP likes Trump, as you could tell, from 2016 and partially 2020. Um, he was really supported in the like 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, then 2020 and 2020 and 2021 came along, and Trump supporters hated him in 2020 and 2021, like the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, the end of the Trump presidency. So that's why I feel like he wouldn't win. Indiana is the same thing as South Carolina. I feel like he could pull Indiana together. That is, if the Trump supporters in Indiana don't vote either like third party or like making their own party or something. I don't know. Number one, you could have probably told at this point if he wasn't on the list low, he'd probably be high or something. Number one, Donald Trump. Donald Trump would be the most likely to run. Even Democrats say he would be the most likely to run. Like, he's a Republican, but he doesn't really seem that Republican, in my opinion, in a lot of GOP's opinion. Mitt Romney said if Donald Trump ran for the GOP, like nomination 2024, he'd win a landslide. I agree with that. Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and Tim Scott would probably have the highest chances of winning at this point. Whoops. I did not mean to do that because I was going to go back to Trump. I'm sorry about that. I'll go back to the Trump slide. Yeah, Trump would have the highest chance of winning, but running, I don't know if he'd run. he'd be very old. I don't know if he'd really want to run at all, but if he did, he'd win. Because even though he didn't win in 2020, the GOP loves him. He has really has really made a dent and effect into the GOP, not just the GOP, politics in 2020. I think he'd do great running for the GOP. He would do he would probably win a landslide like Mitt Romney, and a lot of the Democrats even say. A lot of Republicans, Libertarians, Democrats all agree. If the GOP nomination was held today, the GOP I don't know if it's the convention. I don't know what it's called. I'd have to do more research. I thought I knew about politics a little bit. I guess I don't. I need to do more research. But I think you do great in the nomination. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.